Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and having a financial safety net in place can provide you with the peace of mind during challenging times. In this video, we'll guide you through the steps to build an emergency fund, so you can prepare for the unexpected. An emergency fund is a stash of money set aside specifically to cover unexpected expenses or financial emergencies. It serves as a financial safety net, helping you avoid going into debt or depleting your savings when unforeseen circumstances arise. In other words, this isn't something you can take money out of to get a fancy birthday gift or if you feel like taking a weekly vacation. It is solely for unforeseen circumstances. That's why it's called an emergency fund. Now, the first step in building an emergency fund is to determine your target amount. There's no way you can build your fund if you don't have a clear viewpoint on what you want your fund to look like. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses and consider your essential costs such as rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, or transportation, in addition to any other necessary expenses. This target amount may vary depending on your individual circumstances and level of comfort, so find out the ideal amount for your needs. There's no doubt that building an emergency fund can be overwhelming, especially if you're starting from scratch. The key is to start small and be consistent. Set a realistic savings goal each month and make it a priority. Even if you can only save a small amount initially, every little bit adds up over time. Automating your savings by setting up an automatic transfer to your emergency fund can make it easier to stay consistent. If you want to free up money for your emergency fund, create a budget to track your income and expenses. Identify areas where you can cut back or reduce unnecessary spending. Consider prioritizing your savings by treating it as an essential expense. By being mindful of your spending habits and making conscious choices, you can allocate more funds towards your emergency fund. If you're struggling to save enough from your regular income, consider exploring additional income streams. This could involve taking on a side gig, freelancing, or selling unused items. The extra income can be directed towards your emergency fund, helping you reach your savings goals much faster. Periodically evaluate your emergency fund to ensure it aligns with your current financial situation and needs. Life circumstances change, so it's important to adjust your saving goals as necessary. If you experience a financial windfall or decrease in expenses, consider increasing your emergency fund to provide an even stronger safety net. Remember, building an emergency fund is a journey that requires discipline and patience. It's about planning for the unexpected and protecting yourself from financial hardships. By following these steps and staying committed, you can build a solid emergency fund that provides you with a sense of security. That concludes our guide on how to build an emergency fund. So you should start today, no matter how small your initial contribution may be, and don't forget to celebrate your milestones along the way.